Chapter 12. 1. What? Chapter 12. 1. Puss, this is not the last chap. Author's note. Okay, are you ready for more? Because some certain bitch preps were complaining. Got more editors. Okay, one, get over it. Dansk. Dansk?
Yes.
Dansk to everyone who leaks it. Kept reading log golf's rule forever. Chapter 12. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. The story will ruin days. And us. And our brains.
4 days passed, and I realized that I didn't love Edward anymore.
Oh, well, you're a bitch. Because you just got married to him. I don't think you could fall out of love.
She's put him through hell. She's put him through hell. I couldn't believe it myself. I woke up in the morning with black tears of deep, sorrowful, endless, depression all crying down my face.
Oh my god, what's with over description? And how do you wake up crying?
I put on some Metallica music and cut wrist.
Uh-huh.
Twila.
I thought you would die if you cut your wrists again.
Well, you know, she's disregarding her doctor.
Said that.
Yes. Twila, are you in there? Someone whimpered from outside my room.
But you don't know who it is.
I gasped. It sounded like it.
Well, would you not know who it is?
But I just turned up the song and sang along to it, screaming, "Hold me breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, Satan, wake me." Author's note, aren't those lyrics so meaningful?
No, they're not.
Oh, fucking Satan, no, what are you doing in there? 1111. Edward exploded, crying, because he knew what this meant. He knew that I didn't want to see him because I had fallen out of love.
No. That doesn't make any sense. You're just being a bitch and won't open the door unless he's somehow in the same room with you now, which is probably how that works.
Darkness imprisoning me, I wept sadly. All that I see, absolute horror. Horror, I cannot live. I cannot die. Sullenly, the door broke down. The door broke down sullenly?
Yes.
What was it, moping around and exploded?
Yes, it broke itself.
And a bunch of people came in.
Where did all these other people come from? I thought you said it was just Edward.
It was old Cullens, who was still alive, and Jake. Well, presumably they were all still alive, because you said earlier and established this very adequately, that whenever a vampire dies, they just come back to life.
And Jacob's there, Jake.
Yes, Jake.
I don't know why, when he would have been really mad at you guys for killing his dad and fighting him and leaving him out in the middle of nowhere with nobody to be with, but whatever.
He had found his way out of the woods. Reasonable. They all started to pin my hot body down so I could not move.
There's like 9 people there holding you down so you can't move.
Yeah, I'll say what's a nut move is his story.
Well, I was thinking more of... Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, well, maybe she has a penis and testicles. Maybe that's why Edward likes her so much. I don't know.
But wait, I thought Jasper was the hermaphrodite.
I think that... Oh, they all hermaphrodites? Because, they were supposed to be sisters before, but then they... I'm not even going to do this. I'm not going to give this the dignity of reasoning this out. WTF are you doing, assholes? I shrieked. My wrists were bleeding everywhere. Now the world is gone, and I'm just one, oh Satan help me.
What?
They turned off the music, and I fainted. You can't do this, Twi. They look
how
all
do you
serious.
know they're talking to you if you fainted?
And that they looked all serious as well. Remember, the pact is that if you die, we all die.
No.
I woke up and asked, yeah, but isn't the pact just me, Ed, James, and Victory?
She wasn't there for the ceremony because she fucked off.
What's
'Cause
going
she's
on?
mad.
What's gong on? I don't know what gong on is. It sounds like some really bad slang.
Plebeians.
Gong on with the plebeians. We all ended the pact by making out with James, they said, nodding. All is one, apparently.
They all did. Every single one of them.
Every
Does that
goddamn one
include
of them.
Carlos, who's actually the Antichrist, who's actually Satan, who wanted you for himself?
Who presumably could probably defy any pact that he wanted to, but, you know. I gasped again. Wait, what? I gasped again. And Twila, you can't deny her felines. You can't deny her felines for Ed. Yes, you cannot deny all those cats.
Meow.
Edward has to deny them himself. Yeah, he's more than old enough to deny cats.
Yes.
I know, lol, I promised.
Then why? How? But you just said you didn't love him anymore. And so, but how was that denying your feelings if you didn't love him? You would be denying your feelings if you said you loved him.
I think it was just a phase I went through.
Yeah, that was a love. No!
But then Carloyle stepped forward, looking at me all weird.
But he's the devil!
No! He laughed darkly.
What?
I told you it wasn't over. Twila, beautiful psychotopaz, Sidness, Damien?
We're now Damien.
Cullen. I was trying to make you not love my son with my powers, so you would come back to me. Well, let's celebrate, Jake screamed.
What?
Twila doesn't want you, Carl. You need to get over it. Yes, we're celebrating because of this. You really seem to understand me. Carlis frowned confusedly at Jake.
Frond
confusedly. Is that like fronds, like ferns and palm fronds?
No, I think it's more plebeian speak.
Carlis frowned confusedly at Jake, but not nearly as confusedly as my expression is right now. No one ever really understood me.
No one has ever really.
Understood. No. Yeah. So we all went to Vegas.
So what? You stick a radish up everybody's butts somewhere?
Maybe it's just a really clever name for a local vegetarian restaurant. I don't know.
Maybe that you put up your butt.
I want to open a restaurant called Vegas. That's my new life's ambition. We all went to Vegas and had a party and came back to Washington. Carlisle and Jake got marred there. What?
Oh, okay.
Then Jake died, sadly, in an accident. I guess some mishap with an axe. So Carlisle got remarried to Esme, who...
Well, they were already married!
Twila, this place isn't safe, Edward told me that night. Yeah, apparently not. People just die all over the place. Did you see what happened to Jake? We need to go someplace safer. I know a safe place for vampires. It's called Black Cavern of Bloody Despair.
Oh my god. That's how I feel right now.
Then let's leave at dawn, I said, staring at him deeply with my eyes. We can start a new Gothic life. Okay, he said. Yes, he said all of that. Yes, apparently he looked at her and said, okay, he said.
I guess she couldn't hear him, so she asked him to repeat it off screen.
And
Chapter 13, Deaths. Well, apparently it's not safe where you're going if there's death. Author's note. I will sat it again. I am not Terra Gillespie. If you Fookers think I'm her...
Fookers. This is a new term.
Yeah,
Fookers.
Fookers.
I like that.
Think I'm her, you're wrong. And I don't need nae grammar lesions. Okay, people?
Grandmama?
Grandmama, it's nice to meet you, Grandmama. More plebeian speak. Yay!
I love plebeians.
I do too. They're so great. As long as you're not Les. I hope Stan kills all you flammers in your sleep. Okay. I don't know who Stan is, but okay.
One of the people in the last story said, "I am Stan." Wasn't that one of the Carl people?
Does it really matter anymore?
No, nothing really matters at this point.
Fangs is Fangs is for the Vevis. You rock. Oh, and thanks to XOX Black X Spanish X Rose XOX for helping with the Spanish.
So it's not Spanfish anymore. It's Spanish.
It's a different language. Completely different. Chapter 13. I woke up the next morning. Get it? 'Cause I'm Gov's morn stuff rules. No. Well, I mean, yes, but no. In Ewad's arms, I asked where we're going. He reminded me that it was Black Cavern of Bloody Despair. Oh yeah, I Snofjid.
What is this, Swedish?
Well, I told you it was a different language.
If you know what Snofjid means, write it down on a piece of paper, throw it away, and forget about it.
When we got to the place, it was covered in Gothic designs. I was in the middle of Washington, of which no one had ever been to. Then how does anyone know this is a place where vampires can be safe? If nobody's been there.
Maybe it was just nobody important.
See, I can't write properly. Well, we almost could, but we actually can't. The opening to the cavern, we spelled cavern properly this time, was all dark and scray?
Scray?
Was all dark and scray, but I was scared. Yeah, scared because I'm goth and we're used to that kind of thing. No, you're not. We turned into bats and flew inside and saw a long passageway. We flew there. At the end, I saw someone.
Simone? I'm not sure how you'd say that.
Simone, ellipses, Farmer Liar? What? How did you even get to this place? You guys just went, I guess? whatever.
I guess.
It was hums. Oh my Satan, I screamed. How did you get here, you little bastard? Bastard? What? I thought he was a good guy. And now he's not? And weren't you bound to him? What the crap? Yo no quiero this. What? Are we Japanese but not actually knowing anything?
No, I think this is Spanish, darling.
I don't think that's Spanish.
No, I mean, I think she's trying.
Yo no quiero this. That's no, I'm saying it and I'm like, that really sounds like that's more like Japanese. Like Japanese. He said Spanishly.
See?
His eyes glowed in the dark. You try to escape from me, but you are muy stupido. This author, yes, I will agree. This author is muy stupido.
Many a true word.
No, 1111. Suddenly, James started foaming at the mouth before me and Ed could do anything. He charged whatever. Stuck his claws in us. But you're fucking bats! And you're flying! How can he do that? And I thought he was human! We died. Thank God! That's horrible, but thank God! Are we dead? Ed said, crying as black mascara ran down his face. Suddenly we were... You're shitting me. Ghost vampires? What?
Oh no.
Weren't you just come back to life? You said so! No!
Oh my god.
I shoot it! Oh my god, Hums, you turned us into ghost vampires. What WTF? 2 question marks. And then a hundred other peoples were there. Why are all these Bill suddenly also dead? What?
A lot of people whimper.
You didn't even establish there were other people there. It was just you 3. And now you're dead, and then there's other people there. And then what? Brain is breaking. Rage inducing. We whimpered. So you said this together? Okay. We were all in the pact. Oh. But you still didn't really establish, because if it shouldn't matter as long as James is alive. It's what you said.
I love that accusatory tone. It's what you said.
It is what she said.
Bitch, I'm holding you to it.
We were all in the pact secretly. They said all ghostly. James made oot with all of us. Author's note. He's a slut. Lol. Isn't that so hot? No. Especially when now he's the villain suddenly again.
This...
Listen, Twila, Edward insisted. Do you know what this means? Fuck you, I said, all angry because obviously I didn't ought. Well, then why would you tell him to fuck himself? You could have just been like, no, I don't know. Tell me, 'cause I totally don't know. So he explained. This is what we wanted all to die. To die, because life is just painful depression and suffering. It's just one damn thing after another.
Anathea?
Another something. That's true. Ellipses. I filled my eyes with tears. Everything will be so much better now. No, it won't, because you're fucking dead. And you'll just come back to life because you're fucking vampires. We established this earlier.
Yeah, you'd think that this would be consistent, but no.
Silencio. One. James interrupted. The cavern shocked with his rage. How dare you be happy, you fools! He raised up in the air menacingly. All these black stuff came swirling around him, and all the other ghosts that got killed because of the pact ran away. Because they can do that, because, yeah, it's not like they still belong to him or anything. Hannes yielded, all your happiness belonged to me. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Wait, Ed quietly shooted.
Everybody's ejaculating all over the place, even when they're dead.
Yes, that's it, isn't it? I looked at him all confused. Suddenly he started to sing the horror of Our Love by Lodo. That was muy bonita.
Bonita, yeah.
Ham sniffed. You truly understand. Ellipses. All this time, I just want to be happy and loved. Now I can go to hell in peace. No. No. Then his soul disappeared. Disappeared. It disappeared. He was Jews of because it's so funny. He killed us.
And you sang a stupid song. I don't even know who Lodo is.
I don't even know if that's a real band or not, or if we just fucked up another name. I nodded. Anyway, let's check out the cavern. Let's not go get all the other ghosts and tell them it's safe to come back in or anything. So I put on a flowing black.
No, flouting.
Flouting black jacket. You're a fucking ghost. You're dead. Where did these clothes come from? Did you bring them with you or what? Gown with rips all over it in a black corset with lace. Black high heels. Red fishnet on my arms. Makeup. Everything looked even cooler because I was a ghost. No, it can't be cooler because you're a ghost. You're a fucking ghost. Edward's bronze hair had turned black when he died, and now we was wearing Wait, he was wearing a black MCR tuxedo. Oh. This is... No! That's not what happens when you die. Idiots. Yes, let's check out our new home. To be continued in the next chapter. Well, I bet you can't believe it, right? And now Hushicho gets the shortest chapter of this entire damn thing.
Thank God. It's the end is in sight. Chapter 14. Twila realizes something. Author's note. Hey, gays. Lol, lol, lol.
Well, that's half correct.
Are you ready for a more chapter?
Chapter.
I've been working on this for a really long time. Mad Sir, old grandma, is good. Plus, I noticed that people are already making movies out of me straw on YouTube MFG. That's so punk rock, lol, anthrax?
Yes.
Anthrax for the good reviews. Okay, MCR Rock 666.
It's supposed to be thanks. Anthrax.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll have to use that sometime. Anthrax for the memories.
A breast of luck to you.
It's all over. Chapter 14. After we died, me and Edward stood at the end of the passageway in the black cavern of bloody despair.
Hey, you misspelled cavern. You didn't put it with a K.
Then we went, well, they're still peeing. They're still
guess.
peeing. They're dead, and they're still going all over the place.
Yes.
I was
Apparently it's all those bad bladder problems follow you into the afterlife.
I guess this pact wasn't so wise an idea.
No.
I was extremely excited. Well, I suppose that's true. I was extremely excited at the idea of living with more vamps.
How do you know more vampires were there? You didn't see anybody. And apparently no one had been there before either. So how did you even know the place existed? Continue.
So I said, this is
Said
so
what?
amazing. This is so amazing, lol. Hermes is gone, no more school, plus we can make new friends. And I got to meet Dieter von Trees.
When?
Who's Dieter von Trees and... Okay, anyway. Yeah, Edward said, sobbing.
Why would you be crying?
Then I realized something. To be continued. End of chapter 14x. Okay, maybe it's a little short, but the next one will be real fucking long, but Swoony Toad just came on TV, so I have to watch it back.
The end! Yay!
Thank you,
God.
Swoony Toad. Swoony Toad, whoever you are, Swoony Toad, God bless you and Satan.
Oh my god, it's over. I'm so happy. I am so happy and so glad. Thank God. So, what did you think of this story?
Do you really have to ask?
Yes.
Well, how to say this in a way that it had the sort of same bold inevitability, like when you know you're not going to be able to stop yourself from vomiting, and you try anyway, and then you break out in the cold sweats, you know, and you know it's coming, and you keep trying anyway. Like you try every trick in the book, you know, like mashing a cold wet washcloth between your palms and like cooling the back of your neck, and you know, you try breathing deeply and everything, you know, and it's that same sort of feeling.
This story, unlike the other two that I've read for the show, I think about broke me, and I didn't think that was possible. Like, I could honestly say that despite getting angry at some parts in the last two stories, I had fun. I had legitimate fun. But this, while I had fun, it also, like, hurt my brain.
Yeah, it actually interfered actively with our ability to speak and recognize proper English.
And to even mentally function. Like, I don't know how a story does that. Like, how it mentally fatigues you to the point where you don't feel well even hours later until after you wake up on the next day.
Yeah, and you know, I almost think that this might actually be an amusing story the way we interpreted it, but it's definitely not an amusing story.
Yeah. If for some reason you want to read this on your own, this is something you should take a chapter at a time and take long breaks in between each chapter.
Yeah.
Because it's mentally atrocious.
Yeah, the marathon is just too exhausting.
You know, and normally I would prefer to, like, put a story I do, like, all on the same video, and then you just pause or, figure out, and just listen to the whole thing at once. But this, we couldn't do that because it was so mentally exhausting. I mean, the first chapter took us 45 minutes to get through, and that's before I trimmed down anything that we needed to take out. And it's still, like, what did I say, 37 minutes?
I think so.
For just one chapter. And these aren't, like, the longest chapters in the world. I've read stories with chapters that took forever to read. Because they were long, not because they were hard to get through like this.
Yeah, this one was fearsome.
So next time on Bad Fanfiction Theater, I think we might try My Immortal. While that is a very long story, that is something I can say we'll probably actually have fun with, unlike this one. Though this has a lot of elements that are in My Immortal, which I've basically said or hinted about while reading this.
Well, it's pretty legendary considering what you've said about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like there's other dramatic readings and the like of it out on YouTube. Most notably Cloud, and I keep forgetting what his friend's name is who does it with him, but that's probably still floating around on YouTube somewhere. So Cloud 8745 dramatic reading of My Immortal, which I recommend anybody to actually listen to that because it is fucking hilarious. But we will be doing My Immortal probably next time. Would you like to join me for that too?
I'd be up for it.
Okay.
I may need some time to recharge, but yes.
Okay. I'll see about maybe getting maybe one or two other people to join us as well, but it might just be me and Hushicho again. So I'm Caleb Cat.
Oh, sorry.
I'm Caleb. I'm Caleb Cat.
You certainly are.
Yes, I am.
And I'm Hushicho, slightly battered, slightly broken, but still high quality.
Or as high as quality as we can get on this show. Thank you for listening and reading, and I'm sorry for everything. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Keep pooping.
And remember the plebeians.